What's good, YouTube? It's me, Coach 67 Sports TV. Shout out to the awesome and amazing LDBC, Lions Den Boston community. Also, shout out to the greatest university in the world, the Southern University, home of the mighty Jaguars. This particular video is about undisputed lightweight champion, Devin the Dream Haney versus Vasily High-Tech Lomachenko. In addition to that, we're just going to talk about some random boxing news. Before we get to the Vasily Tech Lomachenko and Devin the Dream Haney fight, first of all, as I expected, we're not going to get an undisputed bout in the heavyweight division. The Gypsy King Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk, they couldn't come to terms to make an undisputed fight, which I'm not surprised. Basically, Tyson Fury, he wanted a 70-30 split in his favor. To counter that, Alexander Usyk said he was fine with taking a 70-30 split. However, he wanted Tyson Fury to donate $1 million to the Ukraine since he's still at war with Russia. So it's just ridiculous how we can't get undisputed in most of these weight classes. And the biggest issue we have is the fact that all these hardcore boxing fans that was so gun-ho to see AJ versus Tyson Fury or whoever, some of these same fans is clamoring for Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Bud Crawford. These same fans not pushing for undisputed in the heavyweight division, and it's ridiculous. It's disgusting. It's sickening. That's the reason why, as boxing fans, promoters, fighters, networks, they could pretty much give you whatever fights they feel like giving you without giving the fights that you really want to see, because you can't get boxing fans to stick together, be on one accord, be on the same page. So that's why I really I'm not consistent with the sport of boxing, because sport of boxing is just not what it used to be. You don't have old school throwback fighters that literally each and every time out they want to fight the best possible opposition they could fight. These fighters and especially these promoters, they looking to milk fights forever. And in most instances, the way we did with Mayweather and Pacquiao, the fight was like 5 years past the expiration date. So we not getting that fight. Even though I said I was never going to talk about it again, it seems as if we never going to get the Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Bud Crawford fight. Supposedly they were in no negotiations again, which fell through, which I'm not surprised. I don't think we're going to ever get that fight either, even though it's the biggest fight in the sport of boxing in my estimation. It's to the point where I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of people putting out fake news saying that, hey, we're going to get this fight, this going to happen, that's going to happen, and never comes to fruition. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm not really concerned about that particular fight at this point, because we're never going to get it. And then, of course, the fan base is divided in terms of a lot of fighters that like both Spence and Crawford. They divided, and one camp is pointing the finger at the other camp and vice versa. So it's just a headache at this point. So we're not going to get undisputed at the welterweight division, nor are we going to get undisputed at the heavyweight division. So no undisputed heavyweight champion, no undisputed welterweight champion. It kind of is what it is. Moving forward, AB, Adrian the problem, Adrian Broner, AB the problem. He signed with Don King, DKM Don King Promotions. So hopefully AB can get his life in order, get his mental health together, get on the right page, and get back in terms of being dedicated to the sport of boxing. I think Don King should just feed him like a handful of D-level fighters just to build his confidence up. And then eventually, at some point, maybe he could get back to being a noteworthy fighter. Because at his height, AB was extremely popular. He was a draw. So hopefully Don King could feed him a handful of just cupcake top fights to build up his confidence. So you get a handful of D-level fighters just to build him up. And then you can do whatever you want to do with him in terms of letting him fight better competition, better class, better caliber of opponent. So that's some random news. And just to kind of go back to the heavyweight division, in addition to that, since Alexander Usyk couldn't come to terms with Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder has made it known that he'll fight you for your belts. But it seems like Usyk, he's not too thrilled about that particular idea. Supposedly, both him and Tyson Fury are eyeing a fight with Daniel Dubois. I don't understand why, because Dubois lost to Joe Joyce, so like, what value does he have at this point? So it's just ridiculous how this carousel continues in the sport of boxing of us not getting the fights we want. Fighters not fighting the best competition, but more than anything, they're trying to make as much money as they could without really doing anything for it. So that's where we stand in terms of just the random boxing news. And of course, in less than a month at this point, Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis, they're going to fight at 136. Essentially, they are lightweights, but they're going to be fighting at the junior welterweight division in terms of they came to agreement in terms of having a catch weight, so they're allowed to go 1 pound over the limit. And of course, at this point, Ryan Garcia lately, he's been crying how he has a rehydration clause that he can't, in terms of after the weigh-in, he can't rehydrate more than 10 pounds above the agreed upon fight weight, and he's crying and complaining about that. Basically, as far as I'm concerned, it's just a built-in excuse because he knows that Tank is going to knock him out, and that's the bottom line. So hopefully the winner of this fight can fight the winner of the fight that I'm getting ready to talk about. They had the press conference for Devin Haney versus Vasyl Lomachenko. And more than anything, Devin Haney and Bill Haney, they were respectful. But Devin Haney made it clear that, he coming to fight. He coming to handle business. And essentially, he's going to beat Loma. And it seems like Loma, he just like Ryan Garcia, he's somewhat, trying to have a built-in excuse talking about how big Devin Haney is, so on and so forth. I mean, it's already bad enough that Devin Haney is the A side, and they had to make concessions for Loma. Right now, Devin Haney is in a Mr. Ramadan. As a Muslim, he can only eat when it's dark. He can't eat during the daylight hours. And it seems as if he already has a little bit of a competitive advantage in terms of Loma from the standpoint that he's not going to have about a month of training until the fight actually happens in terms of getting back to the best possible self he can be. So he has that advantage, but seems like he's trying to have the built-in excuse that, hey, Devin Haney is huge, whatever the case may be. Like I said, Team Haney made concessions for Loma, so I don't see what, excuses Loma could have. Hopefully we get a good fight, but I'm picking Devin Haney to win that fight easily. And I think Loma, he's somewhat fearful of the outcome. So hopefully we could get a good fight. I'm picking Devin Haney to win that fight, and hopefully that fight, the winner of those two fights between Devin Haney and Vasyl Lomachenko, and the winner of Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis, those two could fight each other so we can have a mega title fight at the lightweight division. So hopefully we get everything worked out. We get some of the fights we want. We already talked about the heavyweight division, how Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk is not going to fight. Of course, we know at light heavyweight division, better be even Bivol. That's not going to happen anytime soon, if ever. In addition to that, we're not getting a welterweight and undisputed fight between Spence and Crawford. So hopefully we could get the winner of Tank and Ryan versus the winner of Dev Loma. So that's it for this video. If you found any value in this video, like the video, share the video, comment in the comment section, subscribe to the channel. Also, click the notification bell so you can be alerted anytime I post any new videos. One last thing before I end this video, check out myself and my brother Jared 11 Green for our Southern Baller show on Sundays at 5 p.m. In addition to that, Saturday, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, my show with my family, Bayou Sports Talk. Check out those two shows. I'll catch y'all on the rebound. Y'all have a blessed and phenomenal evening. Peace and blessings. Next couple of videos, we're going to talk about Southern University. In addition to that, we're going to talk about other boxing news. So catch y'all on the rebound. Y'all have a blessed and phenomenal evening. Peace and blessings.